So Trinity, we ended up doing this in our second year into the event. So the first year we only had 2 events. This was our third event through the year.
It allows us to sort of blend in new movements that we don't see at other comps. We can bring in swimming, which is something that is quite big in CrossFit but not big on the UK comp scene. It all went pretty smoothly. There was just a couple of last minute changes to the workout. Towards the end of the day, third workout, we had somebody come off the rig.
He came off at the top of a butterfly pull-up, landed kind of head first and was fully knocked out. Rep It Out was the first one where the girls were on their own.
Its first year was this year. It's another one to add to the Graft umbrella, but we want it to be a bit more of a fun vibe. Battle for Middle Ground's more serious, Arnold's is a bigger stage. Rep It Out, we really wanted people to just come and have fun at a comp.
Yeah, so Winter Soldiers is one of our original events. So it'll have been in year 2 when we came up with that one. And again, it was just playing on different formats.
We used to run it at the hangar in Bruntingthorpe and it went down really well, so we've moved it over. It's our only mixed pairs competition. We do mixed fours, mixed pairs. This year we also did same-sex fours.
I suppose standard CrossFit events, 2 comp floors, where we get to test the various different formats and just have a bit more of a play on that teamwork with it being pairs or fours. It's nice to kind of work with the programming to actually put some teamwork elements into what they've got to do as well.
We run qualifier entries for it, so qualifiers were at the back end of August. They finished just before we sort of got into our full Arnold swing, so it's all been really busy trying to get everything ready for Winter Soldiers because we had Arnold's, then 2 weeks, then Rep It Out, then 2 weeks, then Winter Soldiers.
After the Arnold's, I really did feel that the pressure was on to keep that riding that high wave that we were on. You know, people were very impressed with what we'd done as a team, and then you can't kind of drop the baton at the last hurdle. So it was good to get that across.
We were looking forward to it. It kind of has a buzz about it because it's the last one of the year and everyone's just so ramped up for it and everyone's ready for that break. We were tired going into it, but we were excited because it was the last one of the year. It was at East of England Arena, which is Peterborough, where we'd already held March Mayhem and Ragnarok. So we knew the venue, we knew how setup goes. So that had saved us a lot of time that we knew what we'd have to do and how long things were going to take.
Okay guys, all right, so welcome to Winter Soldiers. So obviously this is the final event of 2022 for us. Done 11 events this year, so it's been pretty rough. Bear with us, okay? We're fairly tired as a team. I just want to say a personal thank you to the volunteers and to you guys, the customers, for this year. It's been a rough year for us, putting so many events on, but we wouldn't be able to do it if you guys didn't support us and if all those guys wearing staff t-shirts didn't turn up relentlessly weekend after weekend and give their time for this, okay? So a little bit of a round of applause, please, for the volunteers and also for yourselves. Right, let's get on to the workouts.
It was a tough one. It's the stuff that people don't see. People are so easy to criticise and comment and expect everything to be run at this perfect kind of standard and everything like that. And they don't actually see what happens backstage. So to be let down fairly close to the event by the programmers that were blocked in for it, to then look at it as a decision of, do we look to outsource it and get somebody in, or do we write our own? A lot of people ask why we don't write our own, but at the end of the day, working with programming companies, that's their bread and butter. That's what they do. Our bread and butter is putting events on. Don't get me wrong, I'm a CrossFit coach, I own CrossFit gyms, I could probably write some programming, but there's a lot of scope there to be using other companies and helping them grow. CrossFit is a bit of a niche market. It's hard to make high profit in this game. So if we can help people, I don't see why we wouldn't. You know what I mean? It's everybody helps each other. So we ended up working with Red Pill on this one, who came in very late. First time working with them, the first draft kind of had, I mean, if Phil watches this is nothing against him. This is just about two companies learning to work with each other. But the first draft kind of had none of the time domains or the kit and equipment that we had or anything, and we were like, well, we can't use pretty much any of that. So you've got like almost a week of back and forth just to get it dialed in on the kit and equipment you've got, because you've got plans of what kit and equipment's going to be on what floor at which time. So that took till, I think we were still rewriting the workouts with Phil the week before the weekend that it went on. And that's how short it had kind of put on us, which kind of made it really hard then to get out to the judges and volunteers what was going on the floor and everything like that. It also meant that even on Friday night and Saturday morning we were making little alterations to the workouts, because once you've laid it out on the floor, which we'd not had chance to do yet, you realise that certain aspects and certain dynamics of the workouts that made sense in your head now didn't make sense on the floor. For instance, just little things, but where people are kicking up from the handstands so that they're going to finish at one half or the other that has natural flow to the workout isn't in the way of the judges and things like that. Stuff that's not on people's radars. But I think that had a knock-on effect for the judges with a little bit of confusion. There's not much we can do about that. Like, we worked with the original programmer to have these workouts to us months ago. So there's only so long you can chase till you realise you're not getting them, and then you have to switch to another, programmer and start the whole process again. Yeah, there was then, I think, because of the latency of the programming, there was knock-on effects with other areas where I didn't think information got distributed out properly and in a timely fashion. But it's the same as everything, Nothing ever goes to plan, nothing's perfect, and things happen that have knock-on effects to the others. So it's not just the case of the programming being late, because you're putting such an emphasis on that, it knocks on other things. So yeah, personally, I think there was bits that we could improve on that one, but as an event, from a customer's point of view and the feedback they gave, they were loving it. So yeah, I thought it ended us on a massive high for the end of the year.
Any other questions, guys? I think that's it. Okay then, guys, so what I would say is we're aiming to kick off at 9 o'clock, so that gives 10 minutes. Please, for heat 1 of each floor, make yourselves to that warm-up area. Start warming up these movements, guys.
We have a core group of volunteers which come to the majority, if not all, of our events. We have the same DJs, we have the same MCs, so it's kind of like a last hurrah, really.
All right, here we go, and they're coming out now in lane 2. Team Baker from Feyenoord, Sam and Vicky. The West Side Story from the Wick CrossFit.
It's like the end of the financial year for all these companies. So right when we'd like to be having a load of time off, and people probably think we are and just sat back with our feet up, we're like working like absolutely mad to deliver sponsorship decks and deliver pictures to all these big companies to try and get on their radar, and hopefully they will then take it to their board while they're sorting out next year's budget and assign some budget for us and come on board as partners. If not, I'm going to be completely honest, we won't have, a 2023 season, because we can't afford these venues on ticket sales alone.
So welcome to the fire. I'm the one with the lighter. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. So welcome to the fire. Welcome to the fire. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. So welcome to the fire.
There were some issues on the day, one of them being my fault. We ran over on one floor and we needed the kit from that floor to be moved onto the other floor, ready for the next workout. But because of the way it ran, we had like -5 minutes to do that in. So it just meant that a floor ran over a little bit, but we brought it back within the break times because we had enough time for sort of changeovers between heats. Besides that, everything was good. It was really good to have an event at that venue that had 2 floors, that had enough. We had like plenty of judges and things. Obviously at March Mayhem, being our first big Battle for Middle Ground event after COVID, we had quite an issue with not having enough judges for the 2 floors. We had plenty for this time, which was really good. And it was sort of nice to end on that, knowing how we've sort of grown the events, but also worked with the volunteer guys to build that as well.
You got your armor, I see your flaws. So welcome to the fire. I'm the one with the lighter. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. So welcome to the fire. Welcome to the fire. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. Bigger they are, harder they fall.
Thank you for being part of it, guys. Remember, those March Mayhem discounts last till Tuesday, so get snappy on them. Or to all 4 people that heard that. If we cram in like 4 March Mayhem sales now, it's from that little announcement with 3 people left.
3 people? What, it's one boy twice by mistake?
Yeah. It's just shit at the end, innit?
No more for 5 days. Well done.
In fact, is this still rolling? Right, get this. This is gold dust, right?
I'm gonna cry.
It doesn't fucking matter what fucking arm they go against. Yeah.
This is the most unhealth and safety thing I've ever seen.
That final workout as well was so good. It's a knockout, so everyone was really sort of on edge.
The fuck up was gutting, to be honest, on multiple levels.
So far, it's been, time did I get up? 5 o'clock. So it's been 6 hours of constant stress and problem solving so far. I fucking love this shit.